Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Emmanuel and this is going to be a video about text properties. And since it's going to be short, let's get right into it. The first one that I want to show you is going to be the text transform property. Here it is. And what the text transform does is it transforms the text, of course. But let's see what properties we have. We have capitalize, inherit, lowercase, none, and uppercase. And to actually see it in action, I think it will be better if we use the heading 3 instead of the paragraph. Oh, sorry. Heading 3. And if we go into our browser and we see how our heading 3 looks, it's like this. And let's make it uppercase. And it's going to do exactly that. It's going to make the selected tag or class or whatever, it's going to make it uppercased. You can also make it lowercase if you have everything uppercase in the HTML. Another good one is capitalize. This would be good, for example, if you get some mixed data from a database like names, and some of them might look bad. Instead of having, I'm just going to take my name, instead of having Emmanuel like this, you would have it properly with a capital E at the beginning. The other properties are inherit, which does basically nothing, then none, which of course does nothing, and yeah, lowercase, uppercase, and capitalize for text transform. Let's just leave it at uppercase so we have the property on the screen. The next one is text align. And the text align property will align your text. Of course, by default, it's left if you're in the Western society. If you're in Arabic cultures and other right to left languages, it's going to be by default right. But the few values that exist are center, left, and right. There's also justify, and to show you justify, I'm going to move the text align to the paragraph. And I'm going to refresh, and as you can see, let me just do a quick undo here so you can see how it looked. This is the before, so this is before, and now I'm going to refresh. This is after, so it's going to add some extra spaces where you actually have spaces. This justification system is, in my personal opinion, and others is it's horrible. So this is something used by people who think they want to be designers. Just stay away from justify, except if you want to do some special heading tricks, and it was intended to look like that, you might want to use justify on heading, but don't use it for paragraph. It's hard to read. It adds all these ugly extra spaces in. It just, it breaks the whole flow. So my personal recommendation, don't use justify except if you know what you're doing. So I'm just going to leave it at left, but before we leave it at left, let's try center, which will obviously center our text. Simple enough. Now let's jump to another property called text indent. Now this is a property that accepts many different values. It accepts pixels, it accepts EM values, which we talked about briefly in the font video. Let's just put it at 20 pixels and see what it does. It indented our first line of each paragraph. If we add more text in here, let's see if that's going to do anything. More lorem and more lorem. It's not. So even if we hit an enter somewhere in here, it's still not going to do that. It's only going to do that for each paragraph. So it's something on the lines of select the first line in the paragraph and then doop, indent it. This is not that used in paragraphs, or except if you want to go with the old-fashioned feel. But one place this is used is in pseudo elements, which we'll be covering in a later lesson, where you would do something like text indent 99999 pixels, and that was in German, that was English, that was 9. And you would just make the the text whoop, fly off the screen, and this will be used in icons as well. Just so you know, it's used in those situations. We'll see how we can actually use it later on. So right now I'm not going to put anything in the text indent, and we'll jump to the next property. And to see the next text property, I'm going to make a link. And let's see the link in action. It's right here. And there is this property called text decoration. And it has a few values. Blink, which I have never seen in action, nor I think, and I think I will not see it in action. We also have line through, none. For some reason we have none twice, overline and underline. Now the reason why I'm showing you this is because this is the first thing that you should do in any of your projects. You need to, let me zoom in a lot. You need to remove that horrible underline from the links. It's ugly, it's just, you know, 2 centuries ago. So first thing that you do, add text decoration none to your links, and then you can style them as your heart desires. You can add border bottom, and you can do all kind of really cool and nifty effects, but you just need to take out that annoying underline. Now you can do the same thing. You can use the text decoration property for other tags. You could use it for text decoration underline, for example, and then you would emphasize some text. Or you could make strike through. Of course I didn't write this. Line through, not strike through. And that's kind of like a, I decided to cancel this text, but I still want you to see it kind of effect. So that was about it. Those are the few text properties that we have available in CSS. Text transform will transform our text to uppercase, lowercase, or capitalize. Text lining is self-explanatory with left, right, and center. Text indenting, which we'll be looking into in a later lesson for advanced usage. Text decoration, which you should always use with the value of none on your links. And I will see you in the next lesson, where we'll be talking about lists in CSS. So thank you, and I'll see you soon.